It's been a lot of work. It's been a grind. You know, you start this process off the day you get hired and you want to put a staff together, and it worked out very, very well for us, in my opinion. When you hire coaches that have great jobs and in great positions, you have to go out and recruit those coaches also and give them a vision. So I felt like I had to go out and kind of recruit a staff, and we got those guys recruited and got them here, which was great. They kind of recruited each other as time went on, and the same thing really happens in the recruiting process. You go out and you identify the young men in the program that you want. You go out and do your best, and at the end, the kids in the program did a tremendous job of helping us recruit those kids, and then the young men that had committed to us also did a great job of kind of recruiting each other.
Do you mind just kind of going through the list and saying a quick word about the signings?
Each one of them? We can do that. Real quick. Okay, I'll go through. I'll start with Elo. You know, Elo was obviously committed to us at a prior school. He did a great job of going through the process. Big physical, tough-minded defensive tackle. Excited to see how he progresses. Blake, in-state recruit. In-state is so important for us. I think Blake brings a toughness level to us. In-state commitment. His want to be here is shown through very cleanly. Be a tremendous offensive lineman. Seth is obviously in the program. He's done a nice job adjusting and adapting as a quarterback. He'll be in that quarterback competition as we move forward. You know, Thor, late addition. I think Thor brings a defensive line mentality to us. He's tough-minded. He's growing into the position. Excited to get him here as soon as we can. Mickey stayed with us from the very beginning. Never faltered on his commitment. He's a tremendous young man. Great to get to know him. Another great addition to the offensive line. Christian, you know, I've known Christian for a number of years. Recruited him hard and was excited for his family and for him to be able to accept the fact of Oregon State wanted him badly, and the vision that we had to be here for a long time. He understands that, and he's excited to be here. He's a great linebacker, physical, tough-minded young man. Omar, you know, Omar is also with us here for a long time. Went through the process, very physical safety, tough-minded kid. I expect him to be a great player as he continues to move forward in his career, and he'll have an opportunity to play early, just like a lot of these young men. Jay Irvine was quite a recruiting battle as we went through there. He's a big physical corner, very good athlete. Return skills are very impressive also, so he'll come in and compete early at that spot. His family was awesome through the recruiting process, so he had a lot of opportunities and came with us. Paul Lucas, I think that Coach Brennan had a relationship with him. I know Coach Brennan had a relationship with him for a long time, probably a year plus, and that relationship was key in him ultimately committing to us. But again, a tremendous family, very fast. The best thing I can say about Paul is, if it's just talking about football, is you know, there's a lot of track guys that play football. He's a football player that runs track, and that's important. He is a tough-minded, very, very good football player. You know, Zachary, the Katoa young man, is going to go on an LDS mission. He's going to play running back for us. Excited about the fact that he's going to play running back. He's not going to play linebacker. He wants to play running back, and that's where we see him. So he'll serve an LDS church mission. He'll be back with us in 2 years. He's a talented player. Just watch what he does on offense, defense. He's a typical example of a young man that could play linebacker, play running back. His vision, his goal, and his belief is to want to play running back, and that's where he'll play. Zach, another offensive lineman. Excited about, big physical, tough kid, just came on the recruiting visit the last weekend, tremendous parents. He's going to play a lot of spots. He can play center, guard, or tackle as he moves forward. You know, very, very good young offensive lineman. Excited to watch him grow into the program. Simi, giant young man, unbelievable family. Had a great time in the home visit with him. Very, very powerful parents. Saw the vision again of Oregon State. And his care factor and his want to be involved in this program was very high. Excited to see where he goes, and he will be a defensive lineman for us. He'll play a defensive end as he moves forward. Jalen, you know, when we got here, Jalen, we flipped on the tape very early, and I was amazed and surprised that he did not have a number of offers, and I'm very glad that he didn't, quite frankly. And as it grew, once he committed to us, then all of a sudden he did get a bunch of offers, but he hung tough with us as he went through the process, and he's a physical, talented, big safety, and it's going to be fun to watch him grow as he moves through time here. Where was I? Was he on the last page? Okay, yeah, he was. There you go. Okay. Deltron Sands. Coach Lockett had a very good knowledge base and had understood exactly where Deltron was for a number of years as he watched him go through his high school time. Talented back, shifty, quick, aggressive, has good hands, unbelievable in the return game also, so excited to have him. He fits us exactly where we need to be in the running backs position. Taylor, another running back, kind of out of the same mold, great returner, very, very flashy player, has tremendous speed. We need to get some young running backs in the program. We've been able to do that. Obviously, 2 of them will be with us next fall, and then the other young man, the Katoa will enter after his mission. So Noah, multi-sport athlete. Coach Tinkle was, going through the process of recruiting him within basketball. I'm excited to have a dual sport athlete. We've got a number of kids right now running track. We obviously have a young man involved in the basketball program right now, and we'll have another young man involved in the basketball program next year. He is a great talent. He's physically strong, very tough-minded young man. He's going to be a tremendous tight end. He'll fit our offense very, very well. Sean Wilson, the cornerback, was committed to us prior to us getting here, stayed strong with us, very fast, athletic. He has great highlights on offense, great highlights on defense. He's a very tough kid and a tremendous athlete. So he can do a number of things for us, involved in special teams, I suspect, very early in his career at least. Thule is another young man that's could play 2 positions, wants to play tight end. That's what he's going to play as tight end for us. Big physical kid. We need young tight ends in this program right now, and excited to see how he grows and develops. He stuck with us throughout the recruiting process. Thought Coach Chad handled his recruiting process very, very well. He's a young man that looks like he could go out and compete right now with the way his body looks. So excited to see how he develops as we get through camp in the future. Braden, transfer offensive lineman. We've all known about Braden for a long time. The state of Oregon has obviously known about Braden for a long time. We knew about him at former schools that we'd been at. We competed against him when he was at BYU. Many people on the staff competed against him, so it was a no-brainer when he reached out to us and said that's what he wanted to do. He'll have to sit out for a year, have 2 years of eligibility remaining. I think potentially if he takes care of his business, he's a true difference maker on the offensive line as we move forward. And then Nick, punter. We need specialists. Our goal is to have 3 specialists on scholarships. This gives us 3 specialists on scholarship. He is a rugby-style kicker if he needs to be. If you watch his highlight, there's not a lot of rugby kicks in that highlight, but he's very, very good at it. And so he can be a traditional kicker. He can be a rugby-style kicker. And on top of that, he's a very talented athlete, which he can run the ball, he can throw the ball, and obviously he can kick the ball. So we're excited about getting him. We want to move in the direction of making the special teams be a very viable weapon and not survive special teams, but change games in our favor. And I think he'll help us be able to move in that direction. Did I miss any? Oh, yep, I got Tristan. Big, tall, physical, athletic corner. His recruiting process got crazy late. It went from a few offers to a whole bunch of offers. He said 7-8 days ago, he said, "Coach, I give you my word, that's what I'm going to do." He still kind of went through the recruiting process, but his word was always there, and he held strong to that in the end. Tremendous, tremendous family. He's kind of gone from a different path going through the junior college, but he's ready to walk in here and take care of his business. But he's a big, tall, long corner that runs very well, and he's a playmaker. So excited about him. So I think that's all. That's all I got on my list. Did I miss anybody? Okay, that's them.